Architectural Builder Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
In the process of getting my CRL, I just passed my 10 mandatories, and I'm trying to do my 2 electives, but I keep coming up short. I was just wondering, how many attempts do you get at the electives, and do you have any tips? Because I'm failing these electives with 64%, 68%, and it's frustrating.
Yeah. So I took the, I needed...
Congrats on getting your CPL, by the way. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but congrats on that. That's awesome.
Yeah, and congratulations to you on the CRL, because the way I liken the mandatory test, I felt like I was in a 15-round fight, and that I had to fight to the last bell of the 15th round.
That's how I feel right now.
Yeah, because it's really, I mean, I used every minute of the time. And I took to get the CPL, the last one that was really killing me was the lever tumbler PRP, and it's because it's not 1920. I never see lever tumbler locks in my business.
Right.
And I took that sucker more times than I would voluntarily admit to having to take. And it got to a point... Holy
crap. Really?
It got to a point where I was just swapping out answers, taking to take it a second time. And then I found the answer. One question I was answering wrong continually, I found the answer in like a 1920 Yale catalog. It was about... Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm questioning if I'm answering. See, I'm sure about some of my answers, but they could be wrong, you know? And my resources, what I'm using, I'm noticing that I can get the basic questions, but when they're asking me these other questions that aren't in my materials. And now I'm at the point where I'm trying to get door closer manuals, and because that's what I chose. I chose door closers and exit devices and alarms. Those are the 2 I'm trying to get, because I'm an institutional locksmith. That's what I am. I'm just trying to get that CLR, you know. Yeah. So I took that lever tumbler so many times. I got an email about 2 months after I finally passed it from Dawn at ALOA, and she said there was a problem with the PRP, and I had actually passed it several prior attempts.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Really? So how long ago was this? Because I know that they changed the PRP a little bit recently.
A couple of years.
Oh, a couple of years? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
that's terrible.
Yeah, but Dawn is such a nice person, and everybody over there.
She is.
Thought, you know, I'm not going to make it her issue. It is what it is.
And I'm calling you because I can't really get Dawn to help me because she's swamped. She has 2 conventions to deal with back to back, and she answers my emails here and there, but she's really busy, you know. So I watch her videos and stuff. I figured, well, let me give this guy a call. Maybe he's got something that'll help me, you know.
So and plus Dawn's not a locksmith. And, you know, and the reason I didn't make it an issue is because going through what it took to hit the CPL, I realized that the guys who are CMLs, they're Greek gods. They're Roman gods.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not on that level. I don't think I'll ever reach that level.
I couldn't be with all the money in the world or the tea in China. I don't know anything about a lot of that stuff. Like my cat would do better on motorcycle automotive than I would do. My cat would be better at it.
Oh yeah, I'd be totally lost. I'm not a lot of automotive locksmith at all. I'd be totally lost with that stuff.
So I happen to have taken the closer and the exit and exit alarm, and I passed that probably in the 90 percentile because it's stuff that I really know a lot about, at least according to what I do. Is there something specific that you want to discuss about those that I can just talk to you about? Because I don't remember any of the questions.
And I'm sure you kind of don't either once you leave the testing area.
Yeah, it's all a blur. You know, I try to remember, and of course they take all your materials and stuff, you know, your scratch paper. So, you know, do you know anything about closer, the corner brackets for those
I do.
older?
I know a lot about those.
Okay, I know nothing about those, and I had to look up what the hell those were after my first fail.
Yeah, well, because it's not 1925. That's part of the issue.
Right.
You know, Norton is a great catalog for corner brackets, but the moral of the story of corner brackets is there are times when you need them in the modern world, like if you have a radius or an archtop door. You got nowhere to advance. Yeah, okay. Now, the only trick that I can think of is, the only thing to know about that is if you've got a right-hand door and you're using a closer bracket, you must use the opposite hand closer.
Oh, so wait a minute. You're saying a right-hand door from the outside perspective?
Well, just
from the secure side?
It doesn't. No, I mean that would be a right-hand door would be a left-hand reverse. Let's say it's an outswing door. Let's say it's a left-hand reverse. The door swings out. It's an emergency exit. You're on the outside, the secure side of the door, and the hinges are on the left, and it swings towards you. You go to the inside.
Left-hand reverse.
That's a left-hand reverse. You go to the inside. If you're going to order
that's a right hand.
It's a right hand. But as soon as
so I've been getting that right.
Bracket, as soon as you install that on a corner bracket, it has to be a left-hand body. Has to be, or it ain't going to work.
Oh, and that was actually one of the questions, I think.
It is. I remember that, and I'm not
right.
You know, you and I are two guys in the same struggle, so we're going to help each other. But
absolutely.
But that's the one thing I remember about corner brackets. You got to know to order the opposite hand.
Okay. So opposite hand for the corner bracket. Got it. And see, I was doubting my left hand, you know, knowing my hands, even though I've been doing this for years. You know, I was doubting because of the way they were wording it on the with the closers, and also because I always use universal closers.
Yeah.
I wasn't, honestly, and it hurts me to say this, I wasn't aware that closers were handed until this test.
You'd have to go back. I mean, when I first started in 1990, I got a job that the guy wanted some 40-10s, some 40-20s, and some 40-30s. And I didn't know at that moment, oh, shit, that means a specific hand and a specific side of the door, because my world was all 40-41s where I didn't care. But the truth of the matter is, there are lots of applications where you're going to have a handed closer, like I just did one. I entered the order today. The guy's hanging a 40-41 HEDA on a door with 12-inch wide hinges. And the point of the matter is we had to use a specific 40-11 or 40-20 series because it had to be handed. So the point of the matter is a lot of those tests are written by dudes that are old that were doing stuff before the modern time. They're doing stuff back in the 60s, 70s, 80s where stuff was always handed.
See, and that threw me off. It absolutely threw me off.
Yeah.
Okay.
LCM's a good catalog to look at the different handed closers, but Norton is the one that I think has the best encyclopedic approach. And for sure in the Norton catalog, it says if you got a corner bracket, you got to use the opposite hand. That's the one trick about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that certainly helps. I'm glad I called you, because that one, and I'm glad that actually came up, because I would have forgot to ask you about that one. That was one of the questions that just completely, I was like, okay, let me just guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but so I just failed it on Sunday, so I guess I gotta wait a month to take it again. So I'm just, at this point, I'm just gathering materials to try to, just study more. I'm trying to do this on my own, and I have a lot of books already, but I just noticed a lot of the questions aren't in those materials. So
they're not, and like what ALOA is going to tell you, the only thing that prepares you for the PRPs is your life experience. And if you don't deal a lot with corner brackets, you're just
Yeah, and even as an institutional locksmith, like I miss a lot of the residential side, and just about all of it. I have my limitations too. My knowledge is limited to whatever the institution, whatever merchandise they carry or they use.
Whose keying platform do you work on at where you work?
Best A2.
Yeah. So when it comes to the SFIC PRP, you're getting like one wrong at the most. So
right. I was thinking about taking SFIC too, but I was like, and it's only 25 questions. I might want to give that a try instead of the exit doors. But I thought the exit doors would benefit me more because then it's, I can learn about that. But it's expensive learning about that while testing this,
I burned a lot of cash trying to get through that lever tumbler exam. A lot of money.
I got you. So I'll definitely stay away from that one, the lever tumbler.
Well, only if you get too big for your britches and need a little humbling. That's for sure. So
yeah,
because that's how I feel. But the really important point is to know this. Call me back. Let's talk. Let's have conversations. Everybody in ALOA helps each other. I mean, it is absolutely true. I have tapped the shoulder of some giants in our industry, some giants, and they have always been gracious. And man, if you're not paying that back or pushing it forward, then you're in the wrong business. So my name is Richard. Call me any time. I'm happy to discuss anything you want at length. Call me for very little reason or a big reason, whatever you like.
Okay. Thank you so much, Richard. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Architectural Builders Supply hopes you have enjoyed this program. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up. Please subscribe and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.